Family, friends, and guests, welcome to the 312th commencement exercises of Bowling Green State University. Let the ceremony begin. Our commencement tradition is to begin and end each ceremony with Sounds of the Centennial, an original musical composition written by BGSU alumnus, Lieutenant Colonel Ryan Nowlin, Associate Director of the President's own United States Marine Band. This piece was commissioned to celebrate the centennial of Bowling Green State University. Please rise and join us in honoring our spring graduates, led by the deans of the academic colleges in order of their founding at the university. In keeping with the significance of this momentous occasion, we ask today's attendees to observe several courtesies. To our audience and guests, please do not enter the commencement area or obstruct the movement of today's participants. A professional photographer will be taking pictures of our graduates. In honor of our graduates, please silence your cell phones. In addition, we ask our audience and guests to remain seated at the end of the ceremony for the recessional, while the platform participants, faculty, staff, and our newest alumni recess. Once the graduates leave the seating area at the conclusion of our commencement exercise, you may join them at a reception at the front of the Stroh Center in Schmidhorst Heritage Hall. Upon leaving, you are invited to explore campus with your graduate. To our graduates, please follow the directions of the commencement marshals, ushers, and staff. Following the ceremony, you are invited to visit bgsu.edu/commencement for a website that highlights today's commencement and your time at BGSU. Now please join us in welcoming representatives of the faculty of Bowling Green State University. Please welcome the President's Platform Party, honorary degree recipient, Oral Hershiser, Board of Trustees Chair and alumnus, Drew Forehand, members of the Board of Trustees, academic deans, and our Faculty Senate representative, Interim Provost and Senior Vice President, Dr. Glenn Davis, and the 12th President of Bowling Green State University and alumnus, Dr. Rodney Rogers. Please remain standing for the national anthem under the leadership of vocalist Ian Garrison Keller, a bachelor's candidate in the College of Musical Arts. Gentlemen, please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good morning. I am Dr. Christina Gunther, Professor of German Studies in the College of Arts and Sciences, and I have the honor of serving as University Marshal for today's ceremony. I want to thank Mr. Keller for his performance of our national anthem. Please be seated. It is my pleasure, on behalf of the faculty, to officially welcome you to the 312th commencement exercise of Bowling Green State University. This occasion offers an opportunity to come together as a community of learners to both celebrate and reflect upon our graduates' many accomplishments. For each graduate and for all of us, this is a significant day. It is now my pleasure to introduce the 12th president of Bowling Green State University, Dr. Rodney Rogers.
Thank you, Professor Gunther. So good morning, spring 2025. Graduates, parents, families, spouses, partners, friends, and special guests of Bowling Green State University. Today, we are here to celebrate a very, very momentous occasion in the lives of 2,524 graduates. Wow. It's my privilege to begin today's address, though, by recognizing those who provide the leadership of Bowling Green. So first, allow me to introduce the platform party. And as I announce the names, I ask you to hold your applause, and I would ask them to remain standing, and we'll give them applause at the end, okay? So we're going to start with honorary degree recipient and our commencement speaker for today, Oral Hershiser. Okay, give him a round of applause, okay. Please. Board of Trustees Chair and Alumnus Drew Forehand. Board of Trustees Vice Chair and Alumna Amy Shore. Board of Trustee Member and Alumnus Paul Hooker. Board of Trustee Member and Alumnus Mizell Stewart. Undergraduate Student Trustee Cole Nemeth. Glenn Davis, Interim Provost and Senior Vice President. Alan Rogel, Faculty Senate Chair. And I would also like to introduce the deans of our academic colleges, some of whom are in the audience as they've led the procession into the ceremony. But I'll start with Ali Eskandarian, Interim Dean of the Graduate College. Dawn Chenu, Dean of the College of Education and Human Development. Ellen Schindel, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences. Jennifer Percival, Dean of the Allen W. and Carol M. Schmidhorst College of Business. Jim Ciesla, Dean of the College of Health and Human Services. Bill Mathis, Dean of the College of Musical Arts. Wael Mokhtar, Dean of the College of Technology, Architecture, and Applied Engineering. Aaliyah Carter, Dean of Firelands College. Simon Morgan Russell, Dean of the Honors College, and Sarah Bushong, Dean of University Libraries and Vice Provost for Faculty Affairs. Please join me in a round of applause for these individuals. So great universities, any university, but great universities are comprised of great faculty. They are absolutely at the heart of the academic mission of a university. Their teaching skills, research, creative activities, academic expertise, and engagement and involvement in the student's experience are certainly the hallmark of a Bowling Green experience. And so I would ask the faculty and staff that are here today representing all of our faculty and staff, would you please rise and be recognized? Thank you. So to begin, I would like to share a few statistics and facts about this class. So I am pleased, very pleased, to report that our graduates and their classmates spent a great deal of time studying, okay? And we know that studying takes a lot of fuel. And Bowling Green State University dining tells me that our graduates ate a lot. The Starship robots have had 511,470 deliveries. And I understand one member of this class actually had 896 deliveries while they were at Bowling Green. Who was it, okay? Oh, yeah, and Starbucks, BGSU Dining tells me that they served 647,171 drinks over the last 4 years. That's a lot of time in those Starbucks lines, don't you think? And now our chief information officer tells me that you consumed, listen to this, 987 thousands of terabytes of data on our Wi-Fi. Maybe that was Netflix or Hulu, I don't know. No, Canvas, I'm sure it was Canvas, okay. So we indeed are celebrating accomplishments of a great number of amazing graduates, each of you, at this institution this weekend. And as a public university for the public good, you know, you have already created public good by recognizing how important it is to pay it forward. Those involved in student life and in our signature co-curricular activities, you averaged 94,701 hours of community service each year. And in this past year alone, our students at this institution raised more than $500,000 in support of nonprofit organizations. That is very impressive, paying it forward. And you know the value of a Bowling Green degree that you are about to receive has never been higher. We continue to be ranked as a Tier 1 university by U.S. News and World Report, and according to the Wall Street Journal, for the 5th year in a row, our students overwhelmingly said they would choose their university, our university, your university. You said you would choose this university again, ranking us as the #1 public university in the Midwest and #3 in the nation 5 years in a row. Thank you. And in those same rankings, the Wall Street Journal also recognized something each of us already knows. The experience at Bowling Green is unparalleled. They ranked us as the #1 public university in Ohio for student learning experiences and opportunities. Indeed, there is great momentum at this university. This is absolutely a time of great momentum and excitement at Bowling Green. Mass times velocity. That's our momentum.
Whatever Ellen and I have done or will do for Bowling Green pales by comparison to what Bowling Green has done for us.
Tonight's attendance, 4,201. Point and set number 2.
Remember Jackson, what he did the last time he tried to return a punt. It's a fake. Pass wide open. Caught. Johnson, touchdown.
Look at this. Here we go. Bowling Green with the backdrop of Dublin streets. It is spectacular.
We're going to get stronger. We're going to get faster. We want to find out who we are. I'm just really excited to immerse myself fully here at this great university.
The momentum that we are having today is not because of any one thing or any one single individual. It is because of many working together, taking action, and pushing us forward. Great momentum indeed. So as I mentioned, in total, there are 2,524 degrees that we are celebrating this weekend. 13.1% of our graduates are students of color. 62.8% are women. There are 114 international students representing 34 countries throughout the world. And of those students receiving associate degrees, the youngest is 18, the oldest is 50. Of those receiving a bachelor's degree, the youngest is 19 and the oldest is 61. And last night, the youngest master's degree recipient was 21, while the oldest was 58. And for the doctoral recipients, the youngest was 26 and the oldest was 71. So as you can see, our graduates include both the young and the young at heart. You are diverse. You come from small towns, suburbs, and big cities. You are from different parts of Ohio, the United States, and from all over the world. Some of you perhaps have completed your degree completely online, and I know this may be the first time you are physically on campus and you're meeting your colleagues and classmates perhaps for the very first time. However, each of you have one thing in common. You all found a university where you can belong. You found your place at Bowling Green, in the classroom or in the laboratories, in the residence halls, in the clubs and student organizations, in Greek life, or perhaps on the athletic fields. You made Bowling Green your community and your home. And so in recognition of your many accomplishments, I'm going to ask a number of students to stand and be recognized. So many of you have grown through experiential learning and co-curricular involvement. So if you have studied abroad, participated in a learning community, and this is any time in your collegiate career, right? Studied abroad, learning community, completed an internship or a co-op, got involved in service learning, conducted research, taken part in an opportunity that's provided you leadership experience such as student organizations or honoraries, advisory boards, athletics, club sports, residence education, student government, or if you were involved in assisting faculty and teaching, any of those activities, any time in your career, would you stand up and be recognized? Thank you. That's the power of this learning community. That's why we're #1 in Ohio and among the top in the nation. Thank you for your engagement. So finally, I would like to recognize the heroic service of our United States veterans, active and ROTC members of the armed forces who are graduating today. Would you please stand and be recognized? Thank you for your service. So earning your degree today places you in a very select group of people. Less than 7% of the world's population has a bachelor's degree or higher. Now you've clearly earned it. Yes, but recognize in that same statistic, the vast majority of people, have not had the same opportunities to go to college as you have had. You've worked hard, absolutely, you've earned it. But remember to stay humble, because with this degree, this opportunity that you were given and that you earned, with this degree, I think comes immense responsibility. You see, not only have you invested in your education, and not only has your family invested in education, but by attending a public university, the citizens, residents, and taxpayers of the state of Ohio and the nation, they all have invested in you as well. So I ask you to be engaged in your communities, make an impact in your communities, be active, be involved, be engaged. So we also know that none of us have gotten to where we are without the support of others. And for our graduates, I am sure there are a lot of people who have helped you during your time here at Bowling Green. And so now it is my pleasure to honor them. So I would ask parents, spouses, partners, children, grandparents, family members, friends, or anyone else who has helped these graduates, would you stand and be recognized? So make sure you thank him and give him a hug after the ceremony. So in closing, I'd like to speak directly to the graduates. And so if you'll allow me just a few moments to share a few final comments. Soon, you will be graduates of Bowling Green. And we absolutely want you to go out and have great careers and great lives and create a lot of public good. But you know, it starts with each one of us, right? Each one of us. So if you'll allow me three parting words of advice, if you will. So first, always remain curious, okay? Continue to ask a lot of questions. Push yourself to understand opposing views. Even views you may disagree with. Ask questions. Be curious. It will serve you well. Be curious. Second, I ask you to remain bold and to take action. You know, don't be afraid to tackle messy challenges or challenge maybe what has always been. So tackle messy challenges. I'm reminded of a quote from George Bernard Shaw that it says, "This is the true joy in life, the being used for a purpose recognized by yourself as a mighty one, the being a force of nature." I love that quote. Be a force of nature. The world needs more problem solvers and thoughtful doers. Remember, it's not the sound of the flock, but the movement that causes the flock to take flight. Talk is cheap. Be bold, take action, be a force of nature. So curious, be bold. And finally, if you do those first two things, if you ask a lot of questions and you challenge ideas and you're constantly learning and challenging ideas and asking questions, and you're willing to take action and do things, you're going to ruffle some feathers. It's going to happen, right? So the last ask and my third ask is that I hope you will always be kind. The world needs a little bit more kindness, and you have the opportunity to do that. So be curious, be bold, be kind. If you do these things, you will absolutely do well, but you will also do good. Congratulations, graduates of Bowling Green State University.
Thank you, President Rogers, and good morning, everyone. Today, in addition to awarding degrees to our graduates, we have the privilege of granting an honorary doctoral degree. Honorary degrees are awarded to individuals in recognition of their remarkable achievements, of their exemplary leadership, and their outstanding contributions to their communities. At the 2 p.m. ceremony today, we will continue this distinguished academic tradition. Following approval by a unanimous vote from the Board of Trustees and the Faculty Senate, BGSU will award Oral L. Hershiser IV with an honorary doctorate of leadership studies. Dr. Hershiser is widely known for his distinguished career in Major League Baseball, most notably in Los Angeles and in Cleveland. His journey, however, began in Buffalo, New York, and moved through New Jersey before he brought his talents here to Bowling Green State University, which included pitching a famous no-hitter against Kent State in 1979. Dr. Hershiser made his Major League debut with the Dodgers in 1983, and in 1988, he delivered one of the most extraordinary performances in baseball history, setting a Major League record with 59 consecutive scoreless innings. That same year, he earned the National League Cy Young Award and was instrumental in securing the World Series championship for the Dodgers, while claiming both NLCS and World Series MVP honors. Following his career with the Dodgers, he transitioned to roles as author, coach, broadcaster, business owner, and entrepreneur, demonstrating his continued leadership and adaptability. Dr. Hershiser is the author of Out of the Blue, a work that chronicles his athletic career and also reflects his core values of leadership, discipline, and integrity. This book also reflects his foundational leadership principles, modeling the way, inspiring a shared vision, challenging the process, enabling others to act, and encouraging the heart. Dr. Hershiser is a dedicated supporter of BGSU and has been instrumental in helping to support the baseball program, served as a mentor to students, and has supported critical facility improvements. His return to campus in 2023 and his keynote address at the inaugural First Pitch Dinner in 2024 have had a lasting impression on our institution and our students. We are honored to recognize his exemplary leadership, his distinguished professional achievements, and his steadfast commitment to the mission and community of Bowling Green State University. Please join me in welcoming our honorary degree recipient and commencement speaker, Dr. Oral Hershiser.
That is humbling to hear Doc as like my first name compared to oral is really good. So it's spelled O-R-E-L, and it means eagle in Slavic, but nobody in my 6th grade class really cared about that. I am totally humbled to really come full circle. And my circle started with my freshman year in 1977, where I was academically ineligible here at Bowling Green with a 1.2. My girlfriend broke up with me. I wasn't playing on the baseball team, even though I had a partial scholarship for out-of-state fees. And I decided to run away from home the week before finals. I ended up with no money somewhere in Pennsylvania because I was going back to Cherry Hill, New Jersey, where the last place that I got to wear a gown and graduate from high school. When I ran out of money, I called my dad, and he, at that time, could not Venmo me money. He had to Western Union it, and I took a bus home to Michigan where we lived. When I got home, my dad and mom, my dad had Marine training, my mom was very a stickler for home chores and cleaning the stairs, like if the laundry was on the stairs and you didn't take yours up, you had to clean the whole stair and vacuum it, all the different chores around the house, a stickler. So they were beside themselves with my 1-2. And so my dad drove me back here to Bowling Green, and Bowling Green let me back in. And they made me go to summer school, and I actually went to class. I didn't go to the pool hall, I didn't go to the bowling alley, I actually went to class, and I raised my grade point to a point where I was eligible. Sophomore year, pretty solid. Junior year, a very nice year, made all Mid-American Conference, and was drafted for the second time to leave Bowling Green, not to run away this time, but drafted by the Dodgers in the 17th round, and became a professional baseball player. That is kind of where my mass times velocity started to gain momentum in my life. And it started with grit and determination of walking on a professional baseball field and seeing that you used to be a big fish in a small pond, but now you're just a fish in a huge pond. And you have to catch people with details. You have to catch people with applying yourself every day. You have to catch people with being intentional. And you have to catch people when you're not feeling like doing something, like this speech. I get nervous. I get scared, but I care. And now I'm a professional broadcaster. Dr. Percival at the business college, who looked up my grades, saw that I failed speech class. She also said, I'm not sure other than an honorary degree you could ever earn one. But this has been quite a ride to come back to Bowling Green and to have Doc in front of your name. I appreciate President Rogers. I appreciate Jen Percival, the Dean of the Business College. I appreciate all the people that became part of my mass times velocity. People like Tommy Lasorda, Vin Scully, Jaime Hareen, Sandy Koufax, Don Drysdale, people that your grandparents and your parents and anybody over 35 would know, but you have no idea who I'm talking about. I'm glad Taylor Swift and Jared Goff did not go to Bowling Green because they'd probably be up here instead of me. That year, I had a few jokes about that freshman year that I thought about, and ladies, I kind of avoided class like ghosting a bad Tinder date. But I tell you what, baseball then provided me a foundation to help and a platform to help. And so we had the pandemic, and after the pandemic, there were budget cuts that were coming. And Dr. Rogers had a tough decision to possibly cut the baseball team from Bowling Green. And a friend of mine had another mass. His name was Dana Dowers, and another friend on the team, teammate Dave Litzenberg, and another friend on the team, John Mitchell. And they said, we need to save the program. And between the trustees, other alumni generations from the baseball family, and those guys, and myself, and Dr. Rogers, and Coach Halleck, and the team last year that won the MAC, we caused momentum to save the program. And now we have an athletic director who got a new title, Doc, a longer title, and he's going to be here for a while, Derek Vandermeer, who is a dynamo. And we are not just surviving as far as a baseball program, we are going to thrive. And so we are breaking ground because of great generations from the trustees and Mr. Hooker sitting over here and others that have given large amounts of money, and we're going to have a turf field, and the ground is going to break after the last home game here. It's needed an upgrade for a while. It's the same field that I played on in 1979 when I left here. I would tell you that my story should relate to your story, that anybody can do this, even somebody who's academically eligible and now graduates, anybody who has turned their life around, anybody who has good mentors and leaders around them and listens to them and is intentional on a daily basis to go get something, you can do this. And I would encourage you to end up being part of Bowling Green State University's momentum. Don't leave here just as an alumni with a diploma, but come back and help. Come back and give back, because I can tell you, I could have wrote a check, but when I came back to Bowling Green and met you guys and your families and the people up here and the profs that are here and all the trustees, I'm coming back physically because you feed me. This is a culture. This is a momentum. This is a place where Midwest values live, and it's so fun to be around. And it is because of you, the people that you are, that I will continue to come back and give as much as I can. God bless you. What an exciting day. Have a great life.
Dr. Hershiser. That does sound good. Welcome back to Bowling Green. It's always wonderful to have you here. And I think throughout his sports and entrepreneurial career, he has demonstrated incredible grit and determination. As many of you know, there was this nickname called the Bulldog, and that is there for a reason. A leader who's always found a way forward. Wonderful individual to emulate. Dr. Hershiser, thank you for being here. And on behalf of Bowling Green, I extend my congratulations on this recognition. I now invite Provost Davis to present our candidates for degrees as appropriate.
Thank you, President Rogers. As Interim Provost and Chief Academic Officer of Bowling Green State University, I have the honor to recommend our graduates for their degrees. Before I call upon our deans to present our undergraduate candidates, I would like to recognize those students who have excelled in their academic endeavors and are graduating with academic distinction and honors. This is a great achievement for these graduates and their families and supporters. Bowling Green State University congratulates you all for your commitment to academic excellence. There are 1,084 students receiving degrees with Latin honors this commencement. To graduate cum laude, a student must have a cumulative GPA of at least 3.5. With those graduating with the distinction of cum laude, please stand if you are able and be recognized. Please be seated. To graduate magna cum laude, a student must have a grade point average of 3.75. With those graduating with the distinction of magna cum laude, please stand if you are able and be recognized. And finally, to graduate with the distinction of summa cum laude, a student must have a cumulative GPA of 3.9. With those graduating with the distinction of summa cum laude, please stand and be recognized. Bowling Green is also proud to recognize graduates who complete their collegiate academic experience with a 4.0 grade point average, and they have received the President's Award. 152 students received this honor this spring and are wearing a medallion and an orange graduation cap in recognition of this award. With those graduating with the distinction of the President's Award, please stand and be recognized, if you are able. Thank you and congratulations. It is now my pleasure to introduce the Dean of the Honors College, Dr. Simon Morgan Russell, to share his comments.
Thank you, Provost Davis. I am pleased to recognize the outstanding achievement of our students who have been honored through Phi Beta Kappa, Phi Kappa Phi, and who are in the Honors College. Phi Beta Kappa and Phi Kappa Phi are each one of the world's leading academic honors societies. Only about 10% of higher education institutions in the world have Phi Beta Kappa and Phi Kappa Phi chapters, and Bowling Green State University is proud to be one such institution. In addition, we have 77 students from our Honors College who are graduating this weekend. The University Honors Program was established in 1978, and it was designated as the Honors College in 2013. This community of scholars completes designated coursework and an honors project, which includes independent research. These students must maintain a 3.5 grade point average or higher in all of their coursework. They are wearing the honors medallion, a symbol of their academic success. Would our Phi Beta Kappa, Phi Kappa Phi, and Honors College candidates please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Please be seated.
BGSU was founded in 1910 as a normal school focusing on teaching and education. 115 years later, we have grown to 9 academic colleges with more than 200 majors and specializations. To honor where we began, however, we will present our undergraduate candidates by the order in which our colleges were founded. I now call upon Dean Ellen Schindel to present the candidates for baccalaureate degrees from the College of Arts and Sciences.
Good morning. I'm Ellen Schindel, and I'm proud to serve as the Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, established in 1929. President Rogers, members of the Board of Trustees, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Arts and Sciences, I'm pleased and honored to present these candidates and recommend them for degrees.
Hope Nicole Vonder Brink, summa cum laude, University Honors. Reagan E. Mulvin, summa cum laude, University Honors. Abigail Marie Peterson, summa cum laude, University Honors, Presidential Award recipient. Rebecca Hope Shively, University Honors, summa cum laude, Presidential Award recipient. Nicholas Anthony Zeigler. Olivia P. Burkhart, summa cum laude. Morgan Jane Goodchild, cum laude. Jacob W. Wiley. Christian Gano, summa cum laude. Nathaniel Aaron Brooks, summa cum laude. Rachel Elizabeth Marshall. Cadence Olivia Literal, cum laude. Andrew James Hopeful, summa cum laude. Nicole K. Blair. Sydney Wren Beverly. Autumn Denise Glenn. Alyssa J. Fix. Jessica Marie Durant. Haley Madison Krebs, magna cum laude. Cadence Lane Fiesel. Mallory Moran Blankman, magna cum laude. Kasha R. Donnelly. Jonathan Keith Angel. Swapnil Roop Kumar Guakat. Marcus Ramon Sanchez. Caden James Whaley. Emma Nicole Crow. Cassidy Elaine McGee, cum laude. Julia Nicole Wixie. Jakayla Carolyn Strozier. Connor Brian O'Neill. Summer Denise Rohr, magna cum laude. Caitlin Lane Heller, magna cum laude. Graciana Diane Webb. Jillian L. Collins. Michaela Ann Clausen. Samantha Catherine Cooper, summa cum laude. Kelly Doyle, cum laude. Kyle Evan Mason. Jasmine McCraney Hicks. Brianna R. Thomas McDuffie, cum laude. Daisy Baker Brozick Schwinn, summa cum laude, Presidential Award recipient. Sean M. Russell. Creed David Jesse, cum laude. Joseph Dylan Mulleroyo. Antonio Lee. Madeline Grace Arnold, summa cum laude, University Honors Presidential Award recipient. Emily Irene Prayer, cum laude. Madison R. Powell. Colton Paul Scheinefeld. Maya Luna Wilms, magna cum laude. Bailey Alexis Drummond, cum laude, University Honors. Savannah Andrea Gray, cum laude. Braden James Moy, magna cum laude. Lydia Christine Evinger, cum laude. Leslie Gerwin. Claire McCain Kreischer, cum laude. Presley Anna Medina, summa cum laude, President's Award recipient. Joshua Stephen Bartow, cum laude. Cole Alexander Yargers, cum laude. Jacob Paul DeSmith. Olivia Marie Rowe, summa cum laude, Presidential Award recipient. Sierra D. Cantley, cum laude. Elizabeth Rose Evans, summa cum laude, Presidential Award recipient. Greta N. Balder, magna cum laude. Dylan Anthony Rice, magna cum laude. Reagan Justice Good, magna cum laude. Colleen Therese Smith, magna cum laude. Chloe Elizabeth Eisner. Winston Way Shy, cum laude. Alonzo Wright III. Kason Damian Graham. Cariana Bell Carrillo. Troy Simone Freeman. Haley K. Krogerman, cum laude. Niall Matthew Peterson, cum laude. Abigail Marie Ombudsman, magna cum laude. Fiona Maureen Parrish, summa cum laude, President's Award recipient. Hannah Grace Hurak. Katerina Sophia Helpman. Catherine Irene Fogel. Emma Leone Klein, summa cum laude. Ashley Marie Hampf. Victoria Miller, cum laude. Emily Rochelle Sanders, magna cum laude. Jenna Louise Blouse, summa cum laude, President's Award recipient. Devin Peter Webb, magna cum laude. Samuel Joel Garcia, magna cum laude, University honors. Isabella Hope Grandforce. Yusra Fatma Ali, summa cum laude. Samantha G. Perry, cum laude. Samantha Mary Conrad, magna cum laude. Maria Teresa Lettery, cum laude. Michelle P. Velasquez, cum laude. Nick Abel, cum laude. Kylie Grace Gofrido, summa cum laude. Tegan Ruthen Cutler, magna cum laude, University honors. Courtney Diane Cup, summa cum laude, President's Award recipient. Everett Page Weaver, magna cum laude. Nathaniel Von Abahazri. Nathan James Bell. Sean D. Udith. Joseph James Serfozo. Jack Willard Davidson. Olivia Stewart. Emma Jeanette Grulich, summa cum laude, President's Award recipient. Molly K. Buffenbarger. Leah A. Bainbridge. Noah Robert Horn. Jalen James Donald. Sean Christopher Berry. Ian Garrison Keller, summa cum laude. John Hanlon Dashbach Jr., summa cum laude. Abigail Faith Dolliver, cum laude. Noelle McKenna Adams. Cameron Emery Chisholm, summa cum laude, President's Award recipient. Peyton Alexander Cruz. Cameron James Quillette. Broderick Lee Shane. Samantha Jo Brewer, summa cum laude. Teiki Orikio Afabo. Lillian Abigail Lehman, magna cum laude. Reagan Elise Filipowitz. Anna Louise Bryan, summa cum laude. Mackenzie Lynn Lawton. Allison Elaine Metters, summa cum laude. Haley Ann Young, summa cum laude. Lillian Barbara Otten. Hannah Faith Davis, cum laude. Cassidy Marie Gamuka, cum laude. Genevieve Helene Holdy. Benjamin Patrick Shanahan. Olivia R. Martin. Jonathan J. Konechny. Graham Noah Fike, cum laude. Katie Lauren Shatinsky, summa cum laude. Emily R. Wolf, summa cum laude. Isaiah Scott Bruin. Samantha R. Blackburn, cum laude. Cole B. Hupp, summa cum laude. Noah D. Grimmer, magna cum laude. Madison R. Orwig. Spencer J. Hergian, summa cum laude. Michaela Patrice Collins, cum laude. Raj Jeffries. Amariana H. McKinnon, cum laude. Trey Joseph Williams, magna cum laude, university honors. Aiden Thomas Franklin Craig, magna cum laude. Shailene Miranda Ann Patterson, cum laude. Rain Alyssa Magnasco, summa cum laude. Carly Rose McNelly, cum laude. Amber Chrysanthemum Beradinas. Adrian M. Straube. Sarah Lynn Dombrowski, magna cum laude. Blaine Allen Rader. Marissa Elise Scott. Olivia G. Rubel, cum laude. Rayanne Storm Mathis. Samuel Cooper Smith, summa cum laude, university honors. Catherine Elizabeth Pack. Gabrielle Suprin, magna cum laude. Connor Michael DeFries, summa cum laude. Marion Virginia Bonice, cum laude. Jesse S. Ryder. Mara Elizabeth Posey. Ellie Nicole Southward, summa cum laude. Hannah E. Jennings. Elise Corinne Adrian, summa cum laude, university honors, President's Award recipient. Elise was also the undergraduate student government president. Caitlin Sophia Bachbrader. Autumn Lendon, summa cum laude, President's Award recipient. Patrick Ryan Lendon, magna cum laude. Olivia M. Salika, cum laude. Noah Ray McClintock. Hunter Lynn Jackson, magna cum laude. Kara Jane Sokowski, magna cum laude. Mary Catherine Dooley, summa cum laude. Jacob Matthias Lobby, cum laude. Garrison James Holland. Ethan Guy Tanzelo. Jacob Thomas Hacker. Marco Arthur Abo. Emma Lee Ray, cum laude. Jillian Ruby Noel Anderson, magna cum laude. Joseph Stephen Yeager, cum laude. Jacob Bruce Haynes, summa cum laude, President's Award recipient. Aiden James Stroud. Leo Francis Lapata, magna cum laude. Tanner L. Smith. Daniel J. Takar, cum laude. Evan Paul Maynard. Brennan Michael Stang. Logan Christopher Gerardo, cum laude. Logan Schnur. Tadeusz Joseph Kapolczynski. Jillian Marie Sumser, cum laude. Macy Jade Kreiner. Grace Elizabeth Canair, magna cum laude. Taylor Marie Beckstein. Nicole Alexis Kumpfmiller. Kay Boa Marie May Smith, cum laude. Cass Ann Leonard. Simratdeep Kaur, cum laude. Ryan Spencer McCorkle. Gillian Allen Cannon. Nicholas Sebastian Keel. Ashley Rose Roars, cum laude. Sarah Lynn Manning. Braden Lane McGaffin. William Robert Shimkus. Dawson Joseph Allen Lotz. Riley E. Sweeter, cum laude. Lilith Aiden Fletcher. Colin Douglas Atwood, cum laude, University Honors. Jack A. Willis. Ethan Douglas Fontana. Ethan was a member of our Spirit crew as Freddie Falcon. Samantha L. Johnson, magna cum laude. Madeline Emma Keeling, magna cum laude. Lucas Tyler Landrum, summa cum laude, and commissioned second lieutenant. Jaden Robert Romero. Evan J. McGuire, magna cum laude, University Honors. Kennedy Faye Jones, summa cum laude. Haley Michelle Hendricks, magna cum laude, University Honors. Cassidy Marie Barta, summa cum laude. Margreta Ann Macy. Jessica Christine Herkler. Mary Elizabeth Brock. Emma Rose Beebe, magna cum laude. Paige Jennifer Urick. Julia Alexandra Collins, summa cum laude. John Henry Schill. Trent Gavin Curtis, cum laude. Devin Lyle Berggraf, magna cum laude, University Honors. Isla Marie Click, summa cum laude. Nora Patrice Hickey, cum laude. Leah Nicole Bennington, cum laude. Keith A. Richard II, cum laude. Elizabeth Grace Daly. Catherine Abigail Schneider. Charles James Lang, cum laude. Catherine Roy, summa cum laude, University Honors Presidential Award recipient. Amelia Alice Hauser, magna cum laude. Brooke Dennis Ross. Samuel Paul Johnson. Eric Arthur Pinkham. Krista Lynn Dobeck. Trent Richard Newcomb. Jacob Matthew Kyleman. Rose Kennedy McAdowney. Sophia Elizabeth Narney, magna cum laude, University Honors. Nicholas Patrick Lowervy. David Edward Reedus. Marianne Getz, summa cum laude, Presidential Award recipient. Morgan Elizabeth Lang, magna cum laude. Elliot Joseph Dressel. Jackson Arnold Salter. Charles Stevenson DeFranco. Aaron Joseph Taylor. Ren Steedley, cum laude. Sapphira N. Pack. Dana Marie Bibbs Braxton. Anya Elizabeth Osborne. Taylor C. Hill. Abigail Rose Fossachek. Elijah Stephen Sowers. Sophia T. Petroti, cum laude. Eric Jonathan Burnt, summa cum laude. Thomas Ronald LeBeau, summa cum laude, University Honors. Zachary Lewis Lovell, cum laude. Norman Michael LeBeau. Peyton Kennelly. Yasmin Ellen Spragler, magna cum laude. Theo Trouse. Alexander Troy Forsyth. Ella Grace Ramsey, summa cum laude, University Honors, Presidential Award recipient. Abby Lynn Lentz Jones, cum laude. Julia J. Trendle. J. Grummel, summa cum laude, University Honors. Gretchen R. Troxel, summa cum laude, University Honors, President's Award recipient. Mohammed L. Torrey. Tiernan Renee Ice. Olivia Catherine Van Neal. Hannah Marie Barron, magna cum laude. Ella Marie Willard, magna cum laude. Maru Pope, summa cum laude. Nicholas Eric Quanheim. Colin R. Patton, magna cum laude. Elliot Patrick Kent. Joseph Nicholas James Hemp, cum laude. Garrett Dale Mason. Connor Thomas Daniels. Connor's diploma is being presented to him by his father, Tom Daniels, adjunct instructor, Department of Management in the Schmidhorst College of Business. Cassidy Marie Plusinik Iyer, summa cum laude. Isabella Jude Cameron. Jayford Fiddle Ames. Aaron Renee Williams. Jennifer Atta. Jaden Marie Justina Laurel Rosal. Sakir Joshi, cum laude.
Faith Anne Marie Hoffman. Erica G. Putnam, summa cum laude. Alicia Danielle Galloway. Logan Howard Casey. Josiah William Atley. Santi Janae Reed. Clark Indiana Gilchrist. Lily Margot Tehran. Mariah Christine Miller. Layla Renee Robinson. Nicholas Allen Seach. Derek Xavier Burns, cum laude. Kyle Wilhelm, cum laude. Kennedy Jean Kreinbrink, summa cum laude, Presidential Award recipient. Dawson Jacob Hildebrand. Lindsay Pearl Rakata, cum laude. Reagan Jean Zender, magna cum laude. Jordan Lee St. Julian, summa cum laude. Allison Mayer Lopez. Keegan Grant Maynard. Zachary Lawrence Nemechek. Trey Stanton. Selena Jo Dominguez. Leah Savannah Hetman, cum laude. Jake Hall, summa cum laude, Presidential Award recipient. Sean Robert Hamill, magna cum laude. Dylan Richard Robinson. Amy Sue DeBacca. Kayla Marie Hackett. Dylan Michael Selhorst, cum laude. Haley Petit Mastriani. Amaya Arlene Boyd, cum laude. Allison Marie Bauer. Kelsey Alexis Reynolds. Ryan Bender. Cassia Sine Coleman. Sonia M. Elvira. Sarah Michelle Tippy. Kayla Isabel Harvey. Brooklyn Elizabeth Talby. Stephanie Michelle Zappa, cum laude. Caroline Grace Brerley, summa cum laude, Presidential Award recipient. Aaron Kane, summa cum laude, University Honors. Caitlin Ann Dobby, summa cum laude. Alexis Patricia Gladys Wendenhoff. Josephant Tamil Selvan Kunthavai, summa cum laude, Presidential Award recipient. Cole T. Hitchcock, magna cum laude. Lance Allen Marr. Allison Elizabeth Counts, summa cum laude, Presidential Award recipient. Samantha Lynn Momek, cum laude. Olivia S. Hartpence. Kayla Pumphrey. Sarah Elizabeth Nettles, magna cum laude. Samuel Robert Barrett. Charles Alexander McNeil, magna cum laude. Hannah Ellen Lindsay. Emily Grace Meyer, summa cum laude, Presidential Award recipient. McKenna Renee Schaffo. Haley Ann Bauman, cum laude. Paige Aline Harmon, cum laude. Amy Lynn Albert, summa cum laude. Jacob Daniel Crespo, summa cum laude, Presidential Award recipient. Kendall Elizabeth Miller. Morgan Reese Schreiber, cum laude. Faith Ann Smith. Claire Evelyn Sant, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Aphrodite Veras, magna cum laude, University honors. Lena Rose Zilke, magna cum laude. Kayla Marie Balamina. Caitlin M. Mesher, summa cum laude, University honors. Sarah Faith Moss, cum laude. Julia Christine Barnett, cum laude. Agatha Wren Hickerson, magna cum laude. Rachel McKee. Grant Burns. Logan Morgan Coffey, cum laude. Gunnar Campbell Schmidt. Judah G. Stasinos. Kenna Leanne Downey, cum laude. Rebecca Lynn Kaiser, cum laude. Mara Rose Norton, cum laude. Greta Brown, magna cum laude. Maggie Rose McKinney, magna cum laude. Isabel G. Kane, magna cum laude. Corey Elizabeth Abel, summa cum laude. Molly Lee Boyd, cum laude. Isabella Grace Nunnally. Caleb Augustus Lorenzen, summa cum laude. Ashley Kahara Hughes, cum laude. Anthony Javon Snell, cum laude. Catherine Elizabeth Fisher, summa cum laude. Emma Taylor Zadzilka. Haley Marie Knorr, cum laude. Nicholas Lee Doman. Dylan Kinsey. Alexander William Brown. Avery Christine Baroff, cum laude. Brandon D. Ferris, cum laude. Kayla Nicole Mitchell. De'Air Sharon Kelly Jr. Delaney Marie Tucker. Nicholas Michael Geisler. Denver M. Ferguson, cum laude. Macy A. Raymond, magna cum laude. Jacob Hudak. Sky Jennifer Bielstein, cum laude. Alexandria Elizabeth Noel Knopf. Tatum Catherine Osborne. Reagan Claire Cunningham. Brianna Wright. Frank Christopher Faber. Michael Nathaniel Norton, cum laude. Gabriel Angelo Everett Greco. Brian Christopher Wagrinson. Grant Michael Hayden, summa cum laude, University Honors. Jenna Elise Martin, cum laude. Paige Elizabeth Helms, cum laude. Allison Mariah Duinger, cum laude. Abby Danielle Camilleri. Quinn Faye Schwartz. Chloe Leanne Tussing. Nolan A. Creasup. Anthony Cerullo. Montana Austin Puckett, with distinction. Sunai Braylon Nicole Page. Olivia Catherine Osmond, cum laude. Chelsea Page Ward, summa cum laude, University Honors Presidential Award winner. Courtney M. White. Gabrielle Nicole Toadvine. Caitlin Nicole Kemmer, summa cum laude. Brianna Renee Jacobian. Liam Allen Sykes, cum laude. Samuel Ian Stone. Sydney R. Spiker. Jenna Grace Hartwell. Kevin Morris Ford II, magna cum laude. Brooklyn Olivia Gay. Taran Akil Sherman. Ava Marie Sharp. Anna Marie Kayla Klein. Matthew James Oliver Johnson, summa cum laude. David Shane Osting. Joshua Bazilil Alvarez, cum laude. Griffin Raymond Newshafer, magna cum laude, University Honors. Julianne Alexis Bailey, summa cum laude, University Honors and Presidential Award recipient. Skylar Ashton Wassam. Cole Isaiah Beckstein, cum laude. Riley Elizabeth Roberts. Casey Catherine Knudsen, summa cum laude, Presidential Award recipient. Dana Marie Rose. Morgan Olivia Ashbaugh, summa cum laude, Presidential Award recipient. Aria Carolyn Evans. Taylor J. Downey. Mackenzie Rose Sullivan, cum laude. Ariana Sky Jarek, cum laude. Fabiana D'Ambrosio, cum laude. Lillian Noel Kaiser, summa cum laude, Presidential Award recipient. Kennedy Lee Brown, cum laude. Mark Adam Brown. Miller Justin Jeffrey Zackel, summa cum laude, Presidential Award recipient. Isabella Jean
Abruzino, cum laude. Cassandra Danelle Resnick. Emily Manuel, summa cum laude. Olivia Darlene Snyder, magna cum laude. Catherine Avery Haynes, cum laude. Sherelle Diane Dave, magna cum laude, University Honors. Emma Marie Duralshu, summa cum laude. Rachel M. Hederman. Catherine Jewel Reedy, cum laude. Jacqueline M. Stayrook, magna cum laude. Gabrielle Angel Downard, summa cum laude. Gerald Austin Craddock, summa cum laude. Ethan Patrick Riddell, summa cum laude. Andrew Charles Velasco, cum laude. Luke Donald Allen, magna cum laude. Zachariah Vincent Katalwitz. Logan James May, cum laude. Nakara Catherine Gardner. Leanne Latanzi, cum laude. Molly K. Moreland. Catherine Vienna Stoll, magna cum laude, University Honors. Cecilia Rose Kuhlman, summa cum laude, University Honors, Presidential Award recipient. Hannah C. Duquette. Ryan Edward Kilgallen, cum laude. Caitlin May Danilovic. Kaylee R. Vance, cum laude. Lauren Elizabeth Kozlowski, cum laude. Tegan Naomi Miller, with distinction. Alexis Helene Hart. Emily Marie Merrick, summa cum laude. Jonah Sky Guthrie, cum laude, University Honors. Isabella Grace Pinto, summa cum laude, University Honors, Presidential Award recipient. Sophia May Palicki, magna cum laude, University Honors. Kylie Laura Sorn, magna cum laude. Samantha Jane Burnett, summa cum laude. Emily Marie Inkrut. Dylan R. Lawson, cum laude. Noelle Nicole Kostiak, summa cum laude. Eric Logan Oglesby. Christian Elijah Scott, cum laude. Piper A. Stewart. Ashton J. Hollengren, magna cum laude. Natalie Elizabeth Newman, magna cum laude. Olivia M. Warren, cum laude. Elizabeth Nicole Maxwell. Marissa Carly Plauk. Elizabeth Suzanne Heck. Alex Thomas Kralik, cum laude. Tiana Catherine Nugan, cum laude. Grayson Josephine Turdick, summa cum laude, University Honors, Presidential Award recipient. Jessica Erin Calloway. Michaela Rose Finn, magna cum laude. Leah Claire Freilich. Margaret Helen Mylan. Jenna Marie Cluley. Haley Elizabeth Mansell. Jasmine T. Mold. Abigail F. Dupan. Abigail Leatherman, cum laude. Abriana Elizabeth Marquetta, magna cum laude. Samantha Page Stewart. Samantha's is cum laude, and Samantha's diploma is being presented to her by her father, John Stewart, manager of parking and shuttle services, and a retired BGSU police officer. Eric Kenneth Parker. Gabriella Lane Janote. Avery Grace Yoder, cum laude. Peyton Cole Jerome. Morgan Christine Gash. Lindsay Ann Birschbach, cum laude, University Honors. Mia Olivia McDonald. Hunter Sebastian Clevenger. And this concludes recognition of the bachelor's candidates from the College of Arts and Sciences. And we'll put this at the top. It's okay. He'll be all right. Just needs to sort of hold them together. And set it down.
Good morning. I am Aaliyah Carter, and I'm proud to serve as the Dean of Firelands College, established as a regional campus in 1965. President Rogers and members of the Board of Trustees, I am pleased and honored on behalf of the faculty of Firelands to present these candidates and recommend them for degrees.
Olivia Grace Hayberger. Noah Matthew Hausman. Alejandro Andres Baez. Kalia Lachey Conway, cum laude. Gina Marie Camarato. Stephanie Danielle Grenier, with distinction. Heather Marie Schneider. Rebecca Ann Good, magna cum laude. Marcus Cobbs. Honora Kalia Nicole Aaron. Kendall Nicole Dick, cum laude. Katie Jalen Strang. Katie's diploma is being presented by her mother, Deb Strang, Technology Support Specialist, Firelands College. Kaylee's earning with distinction. Takara Smith. Carolyn Grace Newark. Grace Elizabeth Gardner, highest distinction. Regan Michelle Wilson. Sydney Faith Herner. Jordan Renee Fiega, with distinction. Avery Gail Bomar, with distinction. Tegan Elizabeth Allison, with distinction. Ethan James Hoffman. Evan Thomas Hoffman, with distinction. Diamond Marie McDonald. Xavier Allen Brown. Owen Dominic Cantu. Ariel Armando Mendez. Bradley Allen Tigas. Kyle Larone Nicholson with distinction. Colin Philip Bush. Rylan Faith Beecher with the highest distinction. Ginger Elizabeth Cook. Aubrey Joe Singstock. Madison Elizabeth Kovaleski. Julia Deborah Berg with distinction. Danny Marie Grunden with distinction. Adriana O'Neill Hollingshed. Kaylin Mackenzie Collins. Alyssa Lynn Mares with distinction. Sophia Rose Bishop with distinction. Olivia Rose Rospert. Jenna Caroline Distel with distinction. Alyssa Marie Enderly, highest distinction. Mariah Olivia Claudio. Jessica Marie Ashley. Olivia Nicole Beckert. Evan Francis Ponstingle, magna cum laude. Asher James Raymond, summa cum laude. Zoe Delilah Michelle Rule. Donovan E. Kincaid. Kyle Douglas Rogers, cum laude. Peyton Mackenzie Robertson. Jonathan Andrew Williams. Ethan Albin Kirk. Bradley S. Eichenberger, magna cum laude. Logan Brian Fenn, summa cum laude, Presidential Award recipient. Trinity Sinclair Gilbert. Trinity's receiving 2 degrees, both Associate of Arts and Associate of Science. Samantha Isabel Green with distinction. Madison Elizabeth Johnson. Brooke L. Homard. Maya B. Witzak. Grace Elizabeth Villing, summa cum laude. Shane Robert Romano, summa cum laude. Vincent Matthew Dernbach. William Ambrose Moulton. And this concludes the recognition of the bachelor's and associate's candidates for Firelands College.
Thank you, and this is the best part. Will all the degree candidates please rise if you are able? Chair Forehand. Chair Forehand, it is my privilege to present these degree candidates to you. On behalf of their faculty, advisors, and deans, I hereby recommend that degrees be conferred upon them as indicated in the official program.
Thank you, Provost Davis. On the recommendation of the faculty, and by the virtue of the authority vested in me as chair of the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon each of you the appropriate degree as listed in the official program, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. This is the appropriate moment for the symbolic change of the tassel from right to left. To our newest alumni, let me be the first to welcome you to one of the most valuable perks, a supportive network of more than 200,000 alumni around the globe. I hope that each of you have had the type of experience that will empower you to tell the BG story as you begin your next journey. Welcome to the Alumni Association of Bowling Green State University. We hope to see you back on campus soon. And by the way, our homecoming is September 11th through the 14th, so please come back. And now, for the first time as alumni of Bowling Green State University, please stand and join in the singing of our alma mater, performed by the members of the men's chorus. The words may be found on the last page of your program or on the screen behind me. Alumni, please be seated, and President Rogers will make final remarks.
After the President's closing remarks, we ask our audience and guests to remain seated for the recessional, while the platform participants, faculty, staff, and our newest alumni recess. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair Forehand. So homecoming, September 11th and 14th. Who's going to be there? Okay, we will see you there. So graduates, you have today is the pinnacle of your academic journey here at Bowling Green State University. And so as we close our 312th commencement exercise, please remember the Bowling Green will always be one of your homes. We will always be one of your homes, and that you will be forever welcomed here as a part of this Falcon family. And so I ask you to stay engaged with both your classmates as well as this university, a university that is better because you chose to be here. You know, on these occasions, I'm reminded of a quote from Bowling Green's fourth president, Dr. Ralph McDonald, and it's inscribed on the stonework of the Bowen Thompson Student Union. And it reads, "We are linked to this institution by invisible bonds that do not wither or dissolve." We are linked to this institution by invisible bonds that do not wither or dissolve. You see, your success is our success, and our success is your success. We truly are linked to this institution. And so, as we look out to each of you, our newest alumni, we see the next generation of thought leaders, risk takers, visionaries, and I hope big dreamers. You are graduates of a public university ready to create public good by making a difference in your career, in your family, in your alma mater, in your community, in the nation, and in the world. That is what we do. That is who you are. You are entering the next chapter of your journey. And this next chapter is yours to write. We cannot wait to see what you accomplish. It will be extraordinary. Ziggy Zumba!